Hey, also, I'm excited to say I figured out a way to roast Gen X. Gen X is always like, they're like the Flood in Halo 1. Like, they're always out here, like, taking snipes at Gen Z, like they're the Covenant, taking snipes at Millennials, like they're the Marines. And then they, like, slink back into the shadows. You can't make fun of me. I'm a latchkey kid. My parents both work jobs. Okay, fucking generation that goes out for fun times with their family with 2 fucking AirPods in, listening to sports games they gambled on. What's wrong with you? So many 50-year-old men out there in public with AirPods on, hanging out with their wife and kids. The hell is wrong with you? You know that motherfucker's got like family first in his Twitter bio too. Should make it make sense. Talking about yourself? Absolutely not. You fucking FanDuel VIP. Just because you're offended at a joke, you can't say like, no, says you. You gotta come up with like, you gotta Jeet Kune Do it. You gotta do like a riff on it. Be like, at least I have hair. Like, at least there's something to that one, you know? First off, I don't even have AirPods. That's another thing you make fun of me for. I use Galaxy Buds because I'm in the Android ecosystem. Secondly, I mostly just check the scores the next day. Thirdly, when I'm out with my family, I'm talking to my family. I'm not like, oh, sorry, honey, I can't pay close attention this week. My team's 2-4. Like, fucking relax, bro. You root for the Houston Texans. Like, nothing important is going to happen. Oh, Christian McCaffrey just got 91 total rushing yards today. Sir, your kid is performing Swan Lake right now. He's goated. Yeah, he's on my fantasy team. I have, my fantasy team's pretty good. I'm not going to brag too much. I got Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Christian McCaffrey, Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen, Russell Wilson, Randy Moss, Marvin Harrison, LaDainian Tomlinson, Odell Beckham Jr., Jack Marius, Trick Theratrax. It's a 3-team league. No, I'm solo. I'm PvE. Solo play. Travis Kelce, Tony Gonzalez, Shannon Sharp, Terrell Davis, Bill Rowanowski, John Elway. I got them all, man. Bart Starr, fucking the first dude to wear a leather hat instead of just nothing on his head. You know what I want to see? I want to see like the first left tackle in football history. You think that motherfucker was like 5'5", 130? It must have been funny as hell. Like, he's the biggest guy in the town. We call him Fatso. His BMI is underweight. He's the tallest man in the village. He's 5'8". He eats a quarter chicken for dinner. If you're living in villages at the time. I think it's crazy that we're still living. You think a day takes 24 hours like somebody living in a cave 300 years ago. I have 3 days. My first day, 6 a.m. to noon. My second day, noon to 6. My third day, 6 to midnight. So I live 3 days in the time that you live 1 day. You stack that up over the course of the week, I beat you. You stack it up over the course of a month, you're toast. You stack it up over 5 years, I'm living in a completely different reality. Did you bet the over on Wemby blocks per game? No, everyone addicted to sports gambling should stop immediately. It's not enough to just turn on the television and see the tallest motherfucker in history dribble a basketball. You gotta be like, oh, I juiced it up a little bit. I bet he's gonna touch the ball 11 times this quarter. Like, you gotta let your dopamine return to base levels, man. You're not doing your brain any favors. Lions are on tonight. Let's go. You won't catch the Lions losing 2 in a row this season. They're built different. They're a team like that. The FanDuel play of the game. Who's the quarterback for the Lions? FanDuel pick of the game. Jared Goff. I'm taking the over on 7 rushing touchdowns tonight. I think even though he's more of a stay in the pocket type pass first sort of quarterback, we're going the over on 6 rushing touchdowns. It's going to be a positively otherworldly performance. Great odds right now. It's presently at FanDuel Play Anytime. It's trading at minus 135,000. If you bet $100, you win 135,000 if it comes true. Whenever they're doing a sports broadcast where they talk about gambling, why don't they do it the way people who gamble do it? They always do like, hey, I think that Christian McCaffrey's going to get the over on 1 touchdown. No, you fucking coward. You got everybody addicted to this shit. What's your 12-way parlay? Come on. Show me how much of a degenerate you are. Who you got winning the tip-off in the Spurs versus Rockets game? Don't give me this shit. Well, he's been playing really well, so I'm going to bet on Steph Curry hitting the over on 6 threes tonight, you fucking pussy. Who's winning the tip-off? What, that first coin toss, is that going heads or tails? We going heads or tails? I bet on Megatron coming in for 1 play at 800 to 1. What is that even? What the fuck does it mean? Megatron, the robot? The Transformer? There's a guy named Megatron? What is he? I mean, I know. Calvin Johnson? Megatron's name is Calvin Johnson? What in the Martha versus Superman is this? Where's fucking Starscream, bro? I got 1-to-1 odds on Starscream. Talking like this! My cousins are in deep on the 15-way parlays. It always cracks me up when they're watching golf. This shit is a scourge on society. It's fun, I bet. I've literally never done it. Not on the apps anyway. Placed $40 on Portugal to beat Spain in the 2008 World Cup when I was there. Not the shrewdest bet of my life if you know how that World Cup went down. So because I don't gamble... By the way, this will shock you as long as you're looking about a very classic bit. Canada being America but weird. Did you know that sports gambling was illegal in Canada forever? Unless the only way they allowed you to do it was via a service called ProLine, where you could only do parlays. Like they basically said, people will get too addicted to gambling if we make it easy. Let's only give them like the black tar heroin of gambling. You couldn't do single game betting. But you could be like, I think the Kings are going to beat the Jets, and the Panthers are going to beat the Lightning, and then like there's going to be more than 8 goals in the Sabres-Devils game tonight. My parents have this great story. They have a friend, well, like a family friend, I think. I don't really know. It's their lives, not mine. They said like he had a system for winning. It's called ProLine. So he said what he does is he does the parlay. And then here's where the secret is. The first part of the parlay doesn't matter, but you buy a second ticket and then you choose exactly the opposite result on that one. And then you're guaranteed to win. Guy who's betting on coin flips. I just bought one ticket that says heads, 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 and one that says tails, tails, tails. How could I go wrong? What is true, though, is that it does double your chances. That's true. At only double the cost. I'm a little... I don't know what word to use. I think it's crazy that NHL suspended that guy for 41 games for betting on the PGA. When in every single NHL broadcast, they're like, bet on games. Like, the dude didn't bet on his own sport. He bet on golf. Like that dude's cousin. Yeah, by a team. Well, I guess the league banned him. But he plays for a team that has a online casino as their sponsor on their helmet. It's just disingenuous, man. And then apparently there's like a rule that you can bet, but you can't bet on team property. Like, your ass can't, like, make a wager from the arena. What in the... Oh, I see. Now, this is a little wrinkle I didn't know. Betting on sports is still illegal in New York State. And he was in New York when he placed the bets. I get it. So it's like it's a weed thing. It's like you can smoke weed at the state level. as long as you're not smoking it federally. Like when you go through the border crossing, you'll be like, no, I've never smoked weed on a national level. It was simply at a, at a state level. It was state level weed. Your Honor, it was entirely swag. It was just seeds and stems. There wasn't a single sticky bit of icky in the whole bag. My head still hurts, Your Honor. Your Honor, I took one puff of the mid shit and greened out so hard I slept for 12 hours. No jury in the land could convict me. I took one hit off of a joint and it ruined my throat for weeks. Listen, librarian, maybe you should start with a chocolate chip cookie, okay? We'll work up from there. Fuck off. I was like, it is surprising to have only eaten cookies from Subway. I know, I'm not trying to, you know, bring it back to that for like more time than it deserves. I'm just saying, like, it is still kind of remarkable. I know people counter by saying, yet you've never had lasagna. That's true. I'm willing to take the bullet. They can both be weird. It's weirder to have not had a cookie except at Subway. This guy looks ultra annoying. Yeah, well, listen. Paying attention would probably help. But I will say, he's definitely not my favorite boss so far. Please, I've got you on my 12-way parlay. Oh. You and Dan beating the door guardian at the same time. Malf shit-talking other City Skylines 2 streamers because they didn't have the foresight to get an urban planning bachelor's 13 years ago. I didn't realize I was being held to such high standards if I wanted to play a city builder. Apparently I need to go to a 4-year college just to be able to play a Paradox Grand Strategy game without being judged. I have the over on the 13.5 piss count. I mean, come on, we gotta be over that. Oh! Stop! He's dead! Someone out there is like a 15-way parlay, and then the last leg is like NLSS on Wednesday. I'm here to tell you, it's not happening, brother. It's not happening. You honestly take the early cash out on that. Is that how that works? Come on. It starts with one armor break. It starts with one ring. A really short guy, one fateful night. He decided to fly, keep the ring safe because we're about to be chased by some deadly ring rates. It's so unreal. Ed Sheeran's song from The Hobbit 2 goes hard though. Really? Shire ain't a good place to find a lover, so Mordor is where I go. Me and the boys bring the ring and some toys. We gotta find Smaug and let it show. I don't know. Listen, it's not, he's spitting, bro. It's hard. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the One Ring too. Come on, share your fish with me, Gollum. Come on, share your fish with me, Gollum. Breaking the Hobbit, that's pretty good.